Why is it that these unknown gunmen still operate with all these checkpoints? You ask yourself that question.
Do you think that if Peter Obi had won the election, 2023 presidential election, he had become president, there could have been a change in all of this?
If Peter Obi had won, you probably would have seen a better Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Number one, he will not be as nepotistic as this government. He won't. It's not in him. That is just who we are.
So you think the Tinubu government is highly nepotistic?
I say so. I don't think so. I'm seeing it and we see it every day. And I've just given you one example. We have decided, and I'm part of those who have said that, let us go back to the Southeast and revamp the Southeast and make it more livable, better, more cohesive, and hold ourselves together.
Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, and we are on Matters Arising. Today, we are looking into insecurity and multiple police checkpoints and army or security checkpoints in the Southeast. The connection between these two is what we are going to expose tonight. And I hope you have your opinion on this. When we come back live, you drop your comment by calling or on the comment section. Let's have your opinion on this. Let's start with what Abaribe said concerning multiple checkpoints in the Southeast and continuous and endless insecurity, and also where he highlighted nepotism in Tinubu's government. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Unknown gunmen to
That is the point. So why is it that these unknown gunmen still operate with all these checkpoints? You ask yourself that question.
There seems to be a bigger picture about the perception of the Saudis, and I'll get to some of the liberalness that a lot of people perceive does not exist in the region. First and foremost, do you think that if Peter Obi had won the election, 2023 presidential election, he had become president, there could have been a change in all of this?
If Peter Obi had won, you probably would have seen a better Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Number one, he will not be as nepotistic as this government. He won't. It's not in him. That is just who we are. We feel for the other people.
So you think the Tinubu government is highly nepotistic?
I say so. I don't think so. I'm seeing it and we see it every day. And I've just given you one example. How can Ogun State have 4 ministers?
Well, Tinubu is not from Ogun State.
That is the point. So why does he favor Ogun State? Look, Oyo State has only 1 minister. Ask yourself that. What is it that he's doing?
Is it the right time for the Igbos and the South, people of the Southeast extraction, to sit down and rethink their politics?
No. See what we're doing, showing, because everybody continues to say that, why don't you think you're well? No. We have decided, and I'm part of those who have said that, let us go back to the Southeast and revamp the Southeast and make it more livable, better, more cohesive, and hold ourselves together. Because it's obvious that if we continue to look at whoever comes to be president, to look at us and do right, apart from Obasanjo and maybe Jonathan, I do not think that we have seen that same type of fairness.
Okay, now you've heard that. Some may argue this is not the correct situation of things. Now, let us join this young man who took a journey from Enugu to Aba and recorded 48 checkpoints at different points in very close proximity. Now, let's take a look at that very briefly. Then we'll come back. We'll appreciate what we are saying on tonight's Matters Arising, because insecurity is one major factor that is setting Igboland backwards. Let's take a look at this very briefly. I'll be right back.
Hello guys, this is my journey from Enugu to Aba. Like this is police checkpoint, first checkpoint. This is second checkpoint. Like I made like 42 checkpoints from Enugu to Aba. So man, was mad. From here to here, police from here to here, police station. I started to drop small things. Nobody said they beg me, but I did show appreciation. Like say, easy for them, for someone, everything. See as I just see them. So I know they come close because if you video them, it will be like say, you understand? If you call your phone, I video them from far. How many checkpoints? 42. No, is it 48? From Enugu to Aba. You understand? It's not easy. From here to here, we video. See, I video them from far. So when they try, easy. Army, police, Boy Scouts, everybody, civil defense, everybody. I just they meet them from Enugu. 42 or 48 checkpoint, man. And of course I did go. I don't even count Port because at the point I was fed up, I said no, I'm not counting again. Like you see how they video them from far, so they cannot see my phone. It's from Enugu, nice road to Aba. At the speed like 120, nice. I love the road, very nice. You can see army checkpoint, police checkpoint, wonderful people. You understand? So nice view from Enugu to Aba. You understand? I will drop the second video like from Aba to Port Harcourt. Man, I just dropped 500k. Jesus, what did I even talk? 500 naira, 200 naira. Nobody said they beg me. I just say, obviously I take green water, I take green when I try. You understand? So the journey will be here. Like my journey was great, man. Nobody did overtake me. I did speed. I can speed. You understand? I can speed. I just love the nature. I love the nature. You understand? It's my journey. I love the journey from Enugu to Aba. Very nice. You can see how I'm speeding. I love driving. Driving is my hobby. Now my guy tell me, see, I did drive for robbers, for thieves. So I don't say no. I don't like driving reckless. Almost you see the checkpoint, man. No be shy. It's like I'm enjoying it. You understand? I did speed. I love the nature. I love the express. Very no gallop. I'm seeing all the checkpoints. I will just zoom it from afar because they will ask me waiting at the video. I will just tell them nothing. Don't find the location. I don't know road. As I could in Nigeria, anything falls, they try, man. They try. You understand? That's why we don't see kidnapper for this road. We must see them. They many here. That's why they put them. You understand? So my journey is like nice journey with my good music. I play music, nice music. You understand? It's just like a 5 minute video because that's what I'm trying to do. So I love my city, my city, Abia State. Welcome to my city. This is my city. I'm from Abia State. That's why I said let me give you my logo, Abia State. You see the tower? Yeah, that's my city. That's my state. You understand? So I love my state. I want to see my face. I don't tire. I want to see my face. I no joy for here. See face now. See face. Face will be like iron. No joy again because man, what did I see for road? No give me joy again. See face. I'm gonna another checkpoint, man. I just the speed, the good. I love the east. Yeah, I love the east. I'm speeding up. I love everything about this road. Checkpoint Yaba. Honestly, checkpoint Yaba. You understand? But thank God, it was a successful journey. You know what I'm saying? I did drive. This is Aba. You can see the Aba flyover. You see all my flyover, man. Me, I follow for up. I think it's Port I did go, but I just do the video. Reach Aba. My Port Harcourt when I one way, so I'm not gonna get strength again. Now Aba, so my flyover be this, so that's what it be. But my video can long go. The like I go just what I'm here. But kudos to Aba flyover. Everything you watch, like everything is nice. This is Aba. Thank you.
Right, that is it. And what can you make of this? 48 checkpoints. Now, despite all these checkpoints everywhere, you have multiple insecurity situation in the southeast. Very unfortunate. Just like Abaribe pointed out that these are business centers. It has not helped in curbing insecurity, no intelligence, and the rest of them. I have Ndubisi joining me very virtually, so we'll bring him on immediately because we have no time on this program. We want to just hit the head of the hammer on the nail. Sharp. Ndubisi, good evening. You're welcome to today's Matters Arising. You've seen what we've just shown you about the situation of things. Can we have your own opinion with respect to what is happening? The issue of insecurity and the multiple checkpoints in Igboland. How do you react to that?
Yeah, thank you, Chinedu, and greetings to our dear people all over the world. Uh, hmm. looking at this, looking at this is just shown, you know, makes everybody angry. That is what is fueling the agitation in the entire southeast eastern part of Nigeria. Nobody is expected to be happy. You know, the security situation in the region, to say the least, is created by government inability to be, government's inability to do the needful. Because what the security forces are doing in Southeast is to what uh, our Senator Abaribe, has carefully captured that all these things, all these security posts you see everywhere in the Southeast are business centers. I cannot say more than this. You know, the whole scene is most annoying and frustrating. Nobody is expected to be happy. That is why when I see this our political class, I don't know how I feel. It's not enough to stay on radio station talking and criticizing. You know, if I were to be those people, what I could do is to go back to my constituency, mobilize them, hold town hall meeting, identify people with mental stability. You know, in every ward in my constituency, I should be able to identify people with mental, financial, of course, financial stability. I should be able to organize this crowd of people to mobilize the other people. You know what our politicians should be doing is mobilizing the people and connecting with all who desire good governance in the region. But I have not seen them doing that. I have not seen them doing that. Perhaps they are waiting for people to be knocking on their doors and pleading with them to do the needful. But they presented themselves to be elected. They 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 applied for the job, they fought, they spent money, and now they got the job. I'm referring to people like Abaribe. It's not enough to sit down, criticize government. I want to see his action down to his constituency, down to Abia State. He should be working with the governor. He should be working with the stakeholders. He should be holding town hall meeting. Such town hall meeting is not held in television station or Senate House. Because in Senate House, he doesn't have voice. Being an Abga senator, I guess he's the only Abga senator in the National Assembly. His voice will not be heard. Even if he likes, let him start shouting. What is important under this administration is massive protest. You have to mobilize the people, and the people must make serious noise for this administration to take anybody serious. I know some people will say we've done NSAS protest, nothing came out of it. We did end the bad governance, nothing came out of it. But the fact that you entered bus and had accident, it will not stop you from entering bus. It will not stop you from protesting. Strategic protest could be this is a civil disobedience. It could be once a week you do protest. Mobilize all the churches in southeastern Nigeria. Mobilize all the NGOs. Let them be holding strategic protest. Our political class should be able to lead this. If they cannot do that, let them get out of the office because some of us are coming forward to take over. Thank you, Chinedu.
All right, NDBC, thank you very much for that very opinion, and is very resounding. And there are people who already drop in comments who said that Igbos should come together to reshape Igboland. yes, is very important. And I heard Abaribe said almost the same thing, that the Igbos need to come together. And we've been saying it for God knows how long, that Igbos do not need outside political influence much to make Igboland an El Dorado, even as Nigeria is today. The only problem we have is lack of leadership. Lack of leadership. And in the BC, I heard you mention Abaribe not having a voice or a say in the Senate as a lone senator from Apaga. But he's not the lone senator from the Igboland. So what you're saying in essence is that the politicians in the Southeast are playing more partisan politics than a national politics, a nationalistic politics for the interests of Igbo. That is what it is. That is exactly what they have been doing. And that's why our politics is so divided. Even the Southeast governors cannot come together to achieve any particular thing. You remember the time when they wanted to set up, we have been admonishing, advocating, even ADF, we are at the front runner of it. Professor Mwala was leading it, and with other people, we've gone for several meetings with respect to security. And when they wanted to set up the security for the Southeast, Ebonyi State governor at that time hijacked everything. You are aware of it. You are part of some of the meetings that we attended with ADF, where the whole thing was messed up. And at the end of the day, they came up with one charade of a bubago of a thing, which they are using as a political talk to torment the Southeast. So how then are we going to have this unity? Who is going to lead it? GGM have been trying to mobilize the people, but it seems the people are not connecting. When you're talking about good governance in the Southeast, you see people coming up to say you are one Nigerianese, you are Sabutu, and the rest of them. Whereas Southeast is deteriorating every day. Even those who are, for any reason whatsoever, are saying that nothing will work in the Southeast because we are agitating for Biafra. Does that help? And we know that bad governance actually is what leads more the insecurity. That is what fuels insecurity more, especially in the Southeast. So in the BC, that is the situation report. How do you react to that very position of division among the political class? And who is going to help? Who will build the cart? Who will organize in Igbo? The socio-cultural organizations are so pluralized. Anyone that is set up today, tomorrow, there are already factions everywhere. How do we handle that?
Yeah, Chinedu, thank you. You agree with me that hunger, frustration, and few other things are quietly uniting the middle class and the lower class together. You will also agree with me that what is happening today in the Southeast in terms of security is beyond what the political class can handle. So what all those things have shown is that people are coming together. Of course, you can remember what happened last year during the 2023 election, when the entire political and economic elites conspired against Mr. Peter Obi, even to the extent of a sitting governor from Peter Obi state telling him to the face that you will not win, you are just playing a prank. Because the governor understood what it takes to win an election. He knew that with money, you can easily buy the people to vote towards a desired direction. But the governor never knew that such a day will come when the people will unite and make a resounding statement. Chinedu, you are asking me who will lead. Even a cripple will lead the Igbo nation when it comes. What matters is for all of us to keep on doing what we are doing, serving public interest, devoid of personal interest. Even a baby in the womb is seeing what some of us are doing. It's not just GGM. There are several Igbo groups that are doing the right thing because of this gap. When a gap is created, of course, it's natural. Somebody must fill it. When there is a gap, it's expected, it's a natural something. You cannot be asking question, who will fill it? Somebody will emerge from nowhere. God will catapult somebody and send him to go and fill this gap at the right time. What matters is for people to be consistent, to be stable, to persevere, to keep their ego eye on the ball, and keep on pursuing public interest, irrespective of how many people that are appreciating the good work done. So, Chinedu, I don't want to. The answer is not scientific. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's not going to be like that. At the right time, you yourself, Chinedu, will see the person, you will see the John the Baptist that will take us there. This time around, I know that people's senses of reasoning have been beclouded with emotions. People are looking towards the direction where there's no light. People are expecting maybe somebody from US to come and lead them. No, no, no. Just note that when it matters, a leader will emerge. But let us continue doing what we are doing. This is very important. A gap has been created. The political class you have in southeastern Nigeria are not feeling it at all. They are not mobilizing the people. Even the so-called LSU, many of us are clapping for. How has he been able to mobilize even people that assisted him to win election? Has he been able to set up the political class, his own political class, mobilize them to action, mobilize the people of Enyimba City to take over their land? I have not seen him. Unless maybe Chinedu, if you're in a position to tell me. Even Mba, I know over time, I've always supported Mba. I said his economic program and project is the best as far as the southeastern part of the country is concerned. But he is playing the political economic game. I have not seen him connect. There is what you call emotional connection with the people. I have heard Val Ozibo using that word a few days ago, that the highest asset a politician has is his ability to connect with the people emotionally. That is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence doesn't stop at giving us 971 billion naira budget. How many people would that budget affect? But a single message can connect with the whole people of Enugu State. That is what Soludo has not given us in Anambra State. When I campaigned for Soludo, I was thinking that Soludo is an orator. Soludo is a teacher. Soludo is, I mean, is Okuku Igbo. Soludo has that emotional intelligence to understand that the people are suffering. It doesn't mean that you give everybody in the state money, but you can inspire them. That inspiration is what I have personally found missing in all the Eastern governors. I have not seen any of them connecting with the people. What does it take to connect with the people? If I have issue now with Fidelity Bank, I'll make a call to their call center. Somebody is there 24 hours. There was a time I called them by 11 p.m. Somebody picked it and the issue was resolved. If not that night, I was promised that the next day my issue will be handled. How much does it cost to set up a functional call center? Show me any southeastern Nigeria that has a functional call center. Or how long will it take to automate all the lands in the southeast? What is the size of our land mass in southeast? Go to court and see the number of cases going on everywhere. So this
Okay.
is what is causing security, Chinedu. Thank you.
All right, Indubis, thank you very much. I think we're having a first caller. We missed that call. We hope you're going to call back again. We are still live on BVI Channel 1, Matters Horizon. The numbers to call is +2348104545533. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to the program tonight. This is BVI Channel 1, Matters Horizon. You are live on air. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good evening, Chinedu. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. Well done for the job we are doing. I got a response in respect to what you people are doing right now. You see, one thing with our people is that they don't take recognizance of what has happened in the past.
Okay.
In respect of what you people are discussing, do you remember the Methodist prelates that is from Abia State or so?
Yeah.
Do you know that he said something about the insecurity?
Mm-hmm.
And he did mention that the people, in fact, he said one of them spoke fluent. Meanwhile, he was a Fulani person, but he was born, probably he was born in the southeastern of Nigeria or in the west or so. And there was a military checkpoint just close at the place where they were kidnapped.
Of course.
And those people did nothing.
You are saying that those people did nothing. I think when that incident happened, I published it on my platform on BVI Channel 1 and also made a comment about another bishop, my own father, the church we grew up in, the bishop of the church also was kidnapped on that very spot, just very close to that army checkpoint. And the people who kidnapped them are telling them not to disclose to the people at the army checkpoint how much they paid. That is not just the only incident. A friend of mine in the same club in Onitsha here, the wife was kidnapped on that same place, that very army checkpoint. When they paid the ransom, they told the woman was telling us after she was released and brought back. This one is not a social media thing. This one is live incident that the person involved was saying that the kidnappers told them that they should not tell those people at the army checkpoint how much they paid. And when they came out, because you must go through that road when you are coming out from that den. When they came out, those people at that checkpoint also asked them how much did they pay to the ransom as a ransom.
I said they shouldn't disclose it to
them. Now, do your plus and minus. That is the situation of things in this country, especially in the southeast.
I don't need to be told because from what has happened and from what the man said, and the man was saying that if you could remember, the man said that Igbos do not behead people's heads. That it is these people that are coming from other countries like Mali and all the rest of Sudan, that they are the people that do such things. And look at like what you have said now. Look at the military checkpoint. Look at and the military people are just there so that they can be able to do what they are doing.
Anyway.
Right in front of the military checkpoints, they kidnapped somebody. And the police did as if nothing, the military treat people as if nothing happened.
I'm telling
So
you.
the issue in the insecurity in the South is not actually the indigenous that are causing it. It is the militarized army that are in those regions with collaborating with the police, because the police themselves are very corrupt.
Well, the whole thing points towards one direction, my brother.
No, they themselves are also looking for their daily bread to eat. So they come out on the road because their salary is not, most of them enter to 40,000 naira. So, and it's not enough for them. So the only way to augment for their salary is by staying on the road and collecting 10 naira, 30 naira, 1,000, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, they can get at least, even now, they are not taking 100 naira and 200. Now they are catching people and asking them from their phone to transfer a huge amount of money from their own accounts to their
exchange have affected, exchange rate have affected the amount they are collecting on checkpoints. Dollar rate have increased, everything is increasing, so the amount they are paying they are collecting at the checkpoints have also increased.
Yeah, the insecurity in the South is as simple as the people causing the insecurity in the South, because before this time, Southeast was not having anything insecurity. It is the government that is responsible for the insecurity in the Southeast. It's as simple as that. They are the people responsible for it.
Okay, thank you.
It is intentional. Yes, it is intentional. That's what I want to let you know. These things are intentional. They know what they are doing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
I cannot agree with you less on that, because actually, if you look at the way things are happening and where some of these insecurity activities are happening, you see the handwriting on the wall. Okay, when especially during election seasons, those areas that have been written off because of insecurity is the place where politicians have highest number of votes. That's where they record a lot of votes in. Do you think it is a miracle? No, it is something that is happening there. When they push everybody out, put everybody under fear, they capture those areas as a terrain for them to massively rig elections. So whenever you see people carrying guns, destroying things, shooting and putting fear among people, and even threatening them not to come out and vote, especially during the election, just know that these are agents of politicians who are out to make sure you don't come out to vote them out, so that they can use the opportunity to rig themselves back into office. And that is how bad things have become. The number to call still remains +2348104545533 if you want to make your submission on this program, because I don't want this program to take too long. All right. So once you bring in your comments, we take your comments. We appreciate Ebenezer Godson, who is also watching on the BVI Channel 1 YouTube channel. And all of you who are watching, we acknowledge you. We can only acknowledge those who are dropping comments, because that is actually the people we can see their comments. All right. And those of you who are watching on the Facebook, we also appreciate you. Don't forget, we are streaming on our Facebook, BVI Channel 1, on our Instagram, BVI Channel 1. Just search on those places, follow us. Even on our X account, please follow us there too, so that we continue helping us to disperse this message to everyone. Another one that is very important to us is TikTok, because I understand that place, a lot of active people are there. Our people are so active there, but they are not actively involved in this message we are preaching here. So we encourage you, the support you can give to us this night is to search BVI Channel 1 on TikTok and just follow us, so that we can unlock the features that will enable us to be streaming live on that platform. So if you've called before and we were unable to take your call because other people are speaking, please don't relent, keep calling back. We will definitely take your call as the program continues. Ndubisi, you've heard what this young man said. How do you react to his own opinion?
Yes, Chinelu, the guy said what we have been saying. According to him, he said his government, and I cannot agree with him less. Once a time, one head of state then said if crime should be allowed to last for more than 10 days, you know that government hands are there. So it's as simple as that. But government has a lot of capacity. Me, I just don't know when some people are saying insecurity, insecurity. While every month state governors collect 1 billion naira, even if it's not up to 1 billion naira, 500 million, you know, they have the capacity to call for security assistance here and there. If people, again, it boils down on emotional intelligence. If you're able to communicate with the people and people believe in you, there is nothing they cannot do. With all this digital age, 24th century, with gadgets everywhere, apps everywhere, you know, that you can, with this BVN, with tracking device, that you can track anybody. I don't just know, these people are not interested. They are not just interested in us, not just interested. They, in fact, they are not ready to hire the right set of people, because I don't expect the governor to do everything. I don't expect the governor to know everything. But your ability to identify those who have the passion and those who have the energy and those who should be trusted, you know, your ability to identify such character will go a long way towards solving the problem. You know, the problem with our society is that most times they don't give the right set of people. They give political jobbers and job hawkers assignment. People who are ready to use their political offices to embezzle money and make all sorts of billions of naira to build plazas, hotels, and do places. What do you do with all those things? At the end of the day, you still send your children to overseas. All those plazas and duplexes and hotels you are building are meant for cockroaches and whatever. The moment you drop dead. So I just don't know what is wrong with black people, Chinedu. That is my worries. Because I always believe that whoever that who has the intention and have people's mind and heart will always do the right thing for the people. Look back towards the days of Mbakwe. Look back towards the days of Emma Opara. How much do they have that time? But they were able to build all sorts of industries everywhere, scattered all over former Eastern Nigeria. Remember, Chinedu, when you are talking of insecurity, the insecurity will never end as long as the present rate of joblessness continues. There is no way you can handle it. If not that our people are too religious, our people are reborn again. We are Christians. That is why this political class are still having picnic. That is why they have not grown gray hair everywhere. People are allowing them to sleep because we are too religious. People are suffering and smiling. They would rather go to church, go to confession, and pray. They would rather go to miracle centers and pray that God will bless them so that if they go for visa interview, God will make it possible. Visa interview to travel outside to a country built by another man. You know, if you see the level of what our people are passing through, in fact, discussing about this insecurity itself, our people are so good that by now we have not started eating ourselves. Our By now things are still within control. By now we are still asking government to use their security votes, use intelligence to reduce the rate of insecurity in Southeast. It's because our people are so good. If not, our people are suffering. Today, one of my friends told me that visa interview that used to happen in Enugu, biometrics that used to happen in Enugu, that they no longer do it in Enugu. You have to go to Lagos or go to Abuja for you to do your biometrics outside tuberculosis test. that you have to go to Lagos, go to Abuja to do it. The whole thing is annoying, and people are traveling every day. The southeastern part of Nigeria is developing West Nigeria and the northern Nigeria economy. Why nothing happens here? Our governors are busy building roads, road construction, building flyover, instead of building human infrastructure, instead of modern agriculture, instead of modern abattoir houses, instead of industrial village, agricultural village, farm settlements, instead of creating jobs for millions of helpless and hopeless youths. And somebody is here talking about insecurity. How do you solve the problem of insecurity when you have not given the people hope? When industries, you have not selected 100 top industries or companies in the state, sit down with them and see how you can solve them survive. Factories are closing day in, day out, and people are laid out off. Even people that are working, government is not interested to know how much those people are getting. Government is not interested that private sector paying all these workers slave salary, paying them 20,000 and 20,000. It's not government business because them themselves have not handled their own side. They are busy accumulating money. And in my state, Governor Soludo will be bold as a professor of economy to tell us that I have not borrowed 10 kobo and I am building all these things. I feel sorry for our people. You have not borrowed 10 kobo to construct road because it's not your business to empower the environment. It's not your business to induce consumption, savings, and investment. It's not your business. It is not your business to have commodity market, to have price control board, to have anti-corruption agency that will fight against crime. It is not your business. Your business is that you have not borrowed money and you want me to clap. Clap for him. Clap. And so also clap for other governors that have not borrowed money. Chinedu.
Thank you. Well, your opinion is resounding, and I just hope.
Let me not get.
No, the whole thing is already annoying. It's annoying from day one. It's already annoying, and what can we do? We continue in the campaign. We continue sensitizing the people. We continue telling the people the undiluted truth. And I just hope that very soon they will be able to understand where we're coming from, embrace this truth that will set us free from bad governance. And that's what we're talking about, especially in the Southeast. Southeast is our homeland, and we can't allow it to slide into abyss, if I may say. Okay, we acknowledge people who are watching. Nia Isi White, thank you for joining. Ellen Luchis, thank you for watching from the Facebook platform. Tochkwi Fediba, we appreciate you all for watching. Mike Bon, we also appreciate you for joining. Always continue watching and sharing these incisive, very informative programs that empowers the people with the right information. Okay, just like I told you earlier, we will continue informing you and keeping the lines open for you to make your opinion known by dropping your comments. All right. I think we've done justice to this very thing. We've said we cannot just continue to repeat ourselves. All we believe is that the people should come forward and be part of the solution, not just criticizing, lamenting, abusing, attacking on the social media alone. Let's get involved. Let's fold the sleeves. Let's throw in our foot in the ring and fight this out. And this time, if Uche is not a fight of guns and bullets, it's a fight of wisdom, strategy, and plan. So I just hope our people will understand that, because anytime I could look good governance, people will say, no, these people are talking about one Nigeria. Tell me, even if you're agitating for anything, whether Oduduwa or Arewa or Biafra, whatever thing you're agitating for, wouldn't stop your children from going to school. It didn't stop you from eating. It didn't stop you from going about to pursue your business, transacting with Nigerian economy. It wouldn't stop you. So why would it stop us from having quality education for our children? Why would it stop us from demanding good infrastructure, good working environment, creating opportunities for teaming youths? And as long as, just like NDBC said, as long as there is bad governance, you will continue witnessing endless insecurity, because these restive youth must engage their energy into something else. And when there is no opportunity for them in the positive line, they take the other way around. And to them, it's just about survival. NDBC, I think that is it for now. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if you have any more thing to say on this issue. Then we wrap it up, because I wouldn't want this program to take too long, like I said. Yeah, NDBC.
Yeah, Chinedu, thank you, Chinedu. You know, fighting insecurity without fighting poverty and hunger can never be said to be enough. You know, you can buy all the bullets and gun you like. You can do all kinds of the things, just like this agitation. They can arrest, lock up Simon Eba, lock up Nnamdi Kanu, lock up Chinedu Asozo. But locking all these people cannot stop the agitation. I don't know whether these people are reasoning, because I've seen so many of our elites. When they talk like this, I say, anyway, I'm among the elites too. I don't agree with them. When you say reason, Bianca last time said reason Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu will reason Nnamdi Kanu. But Bianca has not taken time to even tell her audience that the current system we have is never sustainable. I am part of them in the dining table, but I will tell them what I get there, that this present system, where the resources of Nigeria is concentrated at one location, Abuja, and Abuja will be so glad and so comfortable to use long spoon to be sharing these resources to the spoon, what I call spoon feeding federalism. Bianca, our beautiful lady, a lawyer, she's sound, she understands the whole thing, but she will not take time to educate those people at that level. That what the problem we have is the structure we are practicing, which is never sustainable. Even if you like release 100 Nnamdi Kanus, it will not solve the problem. It will not. So, Chinedu, I want to conclude by saying this issue of insecurity, this issue of roadblocks, should not even be part of our discussion. It is the failure of the federal and the state government to use the right gadgets, security gadgets, to secure the people. Security doesn't amount to blocking roads. It is not 19th century, it is 16th century strategy. How can you be mounting roadblocks here and there? Those guys, Tinubu, maybe he traveled to France or to Brazil. In those countries where he has been moving around, has he ever seen police or army staying on the road? Or our governors, have they ever gone to any place? Don't they have governors meeting, governors forum, or meeting with the president? Can these people face the fact, obvious, to tell the president that this is a cake? This is not how to fight crime. First, you have to decongest the center, the chief of army staff, the chief of defense staff, the director of military intelligence. That is where the entire budget of Nigeria is. Why the army officers on the road receive peanuts. A military officer in US, I know, he receives $5,000 a month. A month, $5,000 a month. What is the equivalent in Nigeria? Up to 7 million naira a month. He has access to house, he has access to medical care, he has access to loan, uh, his children are taken care of, that of the wife is taken care of. This is what you need to provide to a soldier, an average soldier, for you to ask him go and fight for your country. And that this is again what you should provide for your police officer, and your police officer will be proud. You know, Chinedu, most times when I move on the road, I sympathize with our policemen.
Mm.
I sympathize with them. Me and you, we used to see them without them asking us for money. Chinedu,
Of course.
are we not giving them money? Are we not giving them money
The one that
without them
are
asking?
friendly, and the one that you see the condition of their lives, and they are just doing that job to survive. Because anytime you raise your hand and stop me on the way and say, Roger me, enjoy your mongolegi and develop. But nevertheless,
Uh-huh. But
those guys are putting their life on the line. But even them standing on that road is even making the place unsafe for everybody, both them and the rest of other people.
they are committing suicide by standing on that road under the sun, under the heat. You know, I sympathize with those guys, my dear. I sympathize with those military officers. I feel for them. But this, oh God, these are political class are most wicked people because they travel outside the country. They see how those guys are treated over there, and it's not like Nigeria doesn't have money. Nigeria has a lot of resources, but the budgets are only concentrated at the center. The chief of this, accountant general, this, that, the chief of army intelligence. If you see those guys, see the number of houses and the kind of hotels and buildings they have, while the slave, the junior army officers are on the street. You know, Chinedu, we speak for all these people, and we are asking that the roadblocks everywhere in the southeast should be dismantled as a matter of urgency. We are not pleading. We are asking them that they should use security gadgets. They should use technology. They should send those guys to training to know how. They should send more intelligence officers to all the communities in the villages. Intelligence officers don't move with gun, they don't move with uniform. You hardly know them, but they there to collect security information, analyze the information, and make deal with all those things. Blocking roads and showing gun here and there is terrorizing the psychology of our young people,
All right.
including myself. That is not the way to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Ndubisi, for that very wonderful submission there. And I think we are coming close to the end of the program tonight. Just the only thing I just wanted to react to what Ndubisi said there. Ndubisi, when you are saying that you sympathize with these people, the question is, do they sympathize with themselves? Because some of them bribe their way to be on that road in order to collect money. They know that that place is a big cash out, is a big business opportunity for them. Okay, so I don't really pity them that much, but instinctively, sometimes when I look at some of
See,
them,
they don't have alternative now. There's joblessness in Nigeria. They don't have alternative. They are looking for job, my dear. If you have a better job for them, offer them. They will resign. Many of them do AWO the other time and join other forces somewhere else. Let me not begin to mention them. But many,
no. I agree with you. I agree with you.
when somebody promise them that resign from police, We'll pay you double your salary. You know, many of them left. So, some of them sympathize with them. They are trapped there. They have families, Chinedu. They have to feed their families. They have to pay for their house rent. Some of them are good, but they don't know what they are doing. They are just trapped. So sympathize with them to that extent, my brother.
All right, thank you very much. I understand where you're coming from, and I think that is where we are wrapping it up for today. Ndubisi, thank you for joining today on Matters Arising, and I hope we're going to have you back tomorrow as we take on GGM Hour, as we'll be having a guest, hopefully tomorrow. So you make our time to be there with us, and Ndubisi, thank you so much for joining this night. And to those of you who have been watching, thank you for joining, and thank you for watching. This is where we draw the curtain for today's Matters Arising. And we hope you're going to join us continuously on this program to keep this voice afloat. Share this video. Let more people get to understand the position of our people and Good Governance Ministry, GGM, as we continue to propagate this word to the people. Here is not just a broadcasting platform. Here is an advocacy platform where we mobilize the people for good governance and we speak the truth without fear, undiluted. I still remain Asuchinot Peter, signing out and hoping to have you back again tomorrow in the evening. Bye-bye for now.
Why is it that this unknown gunmen still operate with all these checkpoints? You ask yourself that question.
Do you think that if Peter Obi had won the election, 2023 presidential election, he had become president, there could have been a change in all of this?
If Peter Obi had won, you probably would have seen a better Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Number one, he will not be as nepotistic as this government. He won't. It's not in him. That is just who we are.
So you think the Tinubu government is highly nepotistic?
I say so. I don't think so. I'm seeing it and we see it every day. And I've just given you one example. We have decided, and I'm part of those who have said that, let us go back to the Southeast and revamp the Southeast and make it more livable, better, more cohesive, and hold ourselves together.